Hi friends, welcome to Nessa's Nook. So today I'm going to make up something. I had canned up some beans yesterday. I don't know why that keeps going dark and light in here. But anyways, two of them didn't seal and I don't know why because I did them all the same way. So what I did yesterday is I had half kidney beans and half pinto beans. And then one of my half pints also did not seal. So I'm going to be going ahead and using that in this meal. Mark wanted to start having some of the chili actually in the crock pot to have it on a slow cook all day. He'll be home in a few hours, so the 2 hours, because everything is already cooked, it'll work out perfectly. So I'll bring it down here and I'll show you what I'm going to do. I have my crock pot out here. So I'm going to go ahead and dump out those beans that I did yesterday. These ones are just the pinto beans. This one here is the combination of the kidney and the pinto beans, because I thought to myself, instead of always having to make a bigger batch to use up the beans, it's just easier just to do it this way. So I'm going to go ahead and use my own 1 can pint jar of tomatoes, store-bought thing of the green chilies. Now I do have some spaghetti or tomato sauce, but I didn't want to go upstairs and get it, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. Just put that inside there. I'm going to use my freeze-dried hamburger. Alright. I'm going to use my freeze-dried green peppers. That was probably a little bit too much. Who cares? I like green peppers. And then my freeze-dried onions. Alright. Now what we're going to have with this tonight is I'm just going to make some garlic bread to go along with dinner. So I'm going to go ahead and take some beef broth because you got to have a little bit more liquid because of the freeze-dried items. So I'm going to put a little bit in here and see if that's going to be enough. Gonna go ahead and throw in some of my garlic onion mix. Alright. Go ahead and throw in some chili powder. And just a smidge, pinch of sugar. Alright. Go ahead and put some salt and pepper in here. Alright, go ahead and get this stirred up. I might need a little bit more of the broth. As this soaks up, I'll see if I need to add more too. I have, you know what, that's not probably going to be too thick, honestly, once everything gets sucked up. Just put a little bit extra in there. There's still some more in the box. But I'm going to go ahead and stir this up. And I'll come out here every so often and give this a nice little stir. But this will make a really nice hearty dinner tonight. And then what's left over we can make into like the nachos or whatever. I think what I'll probably do is bake up some potatoes and actually put that over top of the baked potatoes. Go ahead and put the lid on. Get this plugged in. And go ahead and put this, it is already on low. So I'll just keep an eye on this and I'll show you what this looks like when it's all done and we'll be back. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take my French bread here, cut this in half, put the other half over here, it's going to go in the freezer, and I'm going to go ahead and cut this in half. I made that halfway. Usually I'm not too good at that. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a little bit of garlic in here. And a little bit of parsley. I'm going to clean this bowl when I'm done. And put a new stick of butter in there. Alright. And just go ahead and mix that all in there. And then what I'll be doing is I'll be putting this in the June to air fry. Go ahead and spread that on the bread here. Get the other part. Alright. Let's put a little bit right here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and throw this over in the June. And I'll show you what the chili is looking like. I asked Mark to taste it. And of course I forgot to add the cumin. So I added some of that. And he said a little bit more chili powder. So I added some of that. And the chili's looking pretty good. He says it tastes excellent. So I will take his word on it, and I did end up adding the rest of the beef broth to this.